But yeah, those things are legit for sure.
Alright, everybody. Sean, your hair looks fucking pimp tonight, bro. Damn!
Bedhead hardcore.
Oh! Looks like he's turned into a wolf man. This is like Teen Wolf.
When he does it, it's vapes.
I got the shaky hands, just like Michael J.
He's fucking jittery right now, dude. He's on to kill something.
You know, you're not supposed to drink a half gallon of coffee to wake up. You're supposed to drink like, sip a little bit, like slowly. But whatever, it's fine.
This is all. This is. It's 1 cup, just a large one. That says 0
Sean,
water.
Sean, I wanted to tell you that you have been an amazing addition to our play group, and you have been super chill and cool. You've always played with others well and listened to me and haven't argued whenever things don't necessarily go your way. And I appreciate it, man. You've been an exemplary D&D player, and I only hope that our next player is half as awesome as you have been so far.
Thank you. You're only saying that because I'm streaming, I'm sure, but I appreciate that.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Same. Been awesome, man.
I'm gonna assume everyone agrees with me telling you to shut up.
Yeah.
That's what I like to think.
Shut up, Rezar!
Alright. Everybody got their drink ready to go. Everybody's relieved their bowels. Good for the next 2-ish hours.
Should be alright.
Maybe.
Dungeons.
Right. So, and let's start the recap. First of all, Jeremy, bad boy, out and watch together.
Ooh, I'm telling.
Wow.
One more fuck up and you're out, Jeremy.
Oh shit.
A whole week without breakfast.
Rip.
You're a big gay, so are you,
You
bud.
have to eat
How you doing,
granola
Junter?
bars.
Pretty sure my character would die.
What'll I do without my whole wheat?
Have you got any whole wheat bread? Fucking Jeremy.
I'm not sure if that's supposed to be playing or not, but I had to play it to make sure I can get it when I do stuff.
Alright, so
They do that.
I'm alright, step too
Food
long.
out loud.
I hear
our last
that loud.
session, you guys finished up what was left of Trinkle Keep. As far as like threats, you had a battle with a colossal spider, making fairly short work of it. It probably wasn't used to. I'm not taking credit away from you guys, but it probably hasn't had a good fight in a long time. All of his meals are probably brought to it like half dead already. So you guys were able to get the jump on it and messed it up pretty quickly. So maybe it was just a fat spider that was lazy. Who knows? Regardless, you guys took it out. Rezar found a really good cloak, magic cloak, +1 AC, +1 to all saving throws. A cloak of protection, I believe is what it was called.
Hell yeah.
Also,
Where's our magical treasury?
some things happen with Valana. You guys aren't really sure what's going on with her. But offline, hopefully all of you got to watch the video we posted of her experience. So, okay. And you guys made it back to town and did a little bit of bartering. Rezar and Josh, I looked up the cost of what I gave you guys, and I think
Yes, what?
it's going to be roughly 15 gold per weapon to
Okay.
to have them re-silvered temporarily.
All right.
So you can go ahead and subtract that from your
Nothing. Okay.
your totals. Jeremy, make sure that you're handling your. I don't know how it works exactly, but I know you do. Make sure you handle whatever gold exchanges you need to replenish your spell components and all that stuff. I don't really know how it works exactly, but if you need to do any of that stuff, just make sure you're doing it on the side. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I kind of like needed to talk to you about that. There's really no set in stone like value I can find anywhere. Basically, just to speed things along, basically we need to come up with like a value like per week that I can just deduct for that or
To
whatever.
clarify, most spell components don't get consumed, so that's why.
Well, I'm not really wanting to play like that. I'm old school, so you know, I like the idea of spending, you know, 1 to 2 to 5 gold per week at least minimum. That's just me. Upkeep, wizard upkeep, basically. But let's move along.
okay, so yeah, spoke to Gregory Zarl. He gave you guys for your efforts a bag of holding that had been in his family for quite some time, as he doesn't really have a need for it, and he felt like something about you guys just told him that it'll be useful for you.
What does that bag of holding do?
Paperwork from the Great Gear, basically saying that if you're able to complete the next portion of your mission, you will have a manor waiting for you in Valencia,
500 pounds.
city to the north of the woods. And yeah, you guys had some arm wrestling matches, lost and won some money, and woke up the next morning, ate your breakfast, and I'm going to say that you're still in the inn. So you can begin.
Had some whole wheat biscuits with honey butter.
These whole wheat biscuits are great. Someone begin.
Oh, I guess
Go ahead,
Scruggs is Rezar now. So I'll be Valana.
This worked for me.
Where to first, guys?
Ew, stop, just stop.
Rezard, we should find the person who stole my money.
Okay.
Kill gnome number 2. I think he was a gnome. I don't know what he
It
was.
was a halfling.
That little fucker needs to die.
Oh no, you got your money. You got all your money.
Oh, I thought he took it.
The guy that tried to
He
stab
tried-
you and run away was a guy that was trying to like get in on the the action.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's right.
But
Well, I thought he tried to stab Eldrick.
no,
he tried to stab me, but
Oh.
then he ran off, so
Got
anyways.
it.
yeah, he was kind of a part of it, but I mean, you didn't lose any money to him. He lost money from you because he thought that you were going to throw and you didn't.
So the next order of business is to go north, right, guys? I think that's the only thing we've left.
Correct.
So-
That's the ultimate goal. I
How do
think.
you intend to go about the Revan thing?
Revan's down here eating breakfast right now. You want to ask him something?
Nope.
Okay. He's being all weird and Revanish over at the edge of the table.
Does the
Fucking
slash
crow.
make a difference in Valana from when she was like, having her episode?
Just the horns. What? No? Huh?
Can Rezar kill Revan?
Right here, right now.
No, well,
Begin.
Okay.
I mean, you can try if that's something you.
I
wanna do.
don't. He'll probably murder me completely.
I think he would probably murder you. You're probably right.
I'm gonna rage, and it's like, oh, I can do psychic damage. Oh, okay. I hit myself in the face with my maul. Bah!
So you
Counter.
said Valana
Go ahead,
was
sorry.
like dropped the other day, though. Did she have any sort of like? Is that like a residual thing now this morning? She's still okay?
As far as you could tell, that was just a one-off incident where she kind of tripped. That's it.
Okay.
Literally, like in her head, she's a. Did you watch the video?
She obviously looked very affected by something afterwards, but
She
physically,
was distraught.
physically, she didn't look like she was like about to pass out or anything. She just looked like, like she had a lot of shit on her mind.
Basically, it gave her a lot to think about.
Okay.
Eldrick finishes scarfing down his amazing breakfast, drinks his juice or whatever he had, milk, whatever, goat's milk, whatever it was, and there you go, goat's milk. And he has like a big giant like milk mustache going on, and it's like dripping down his beard.
We'll make a
And
human
he's like,
variant wizard.
I think we should inquire more about these goblins that I overheard.
Okay. What you need to do is you need to talk to Tyler.
Possible stealthy threats within the town should not be permitted.
Probably will join us next game.
Also, I think we should take time to properly investigate and explore the rest of the town that we have not yet. Too much that we do not know about the layout of the area that we have been inhabiting. I personally do not like the lack of familiarity with the area.
You may be right.
I don't know.
Also, Captain Stronghold invited us for a party. There may be fights and glory to be had.
And ale!
And ale.
Indeed. If you are into that sort of thing, that is.
Do you recall what time that was taking place?
He told us just to stop by when we were ready today, I believe. No specific time.
As you guys are kind of chatting, what's her name? Tasha? It's Tasha, right?
Oh, yes. The white-haired one?
Yeah. And she walks over and she pulls something out of her dress or blouse, and she puts it on the table. And she's like, "The little one left this for you guys," and she turns and walks away. And who wants to pick it up?
I will. I will pick it up and I'll look at it.
I will take it out of his hand
and then hand it to Valana.
All right. So Valana, this is written in common.
I think I read common. Hang on.
You see Gearstrom's signature on it, or his name.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
It says, I'm not going to try to speak in his voice, I'm just going to read it. I am sorry to leave so suddenly. There are ties to my father that I have only just now pieced together involving the Great Gear.
I'm sorry for leaving so suddenly.
Capital city, Valos, with hopes to shed more light on this matter. Hopefully, I will have valuable information for you when you arrive there in the future.
Yes, value indeed.
Exactly. All right.
I definitely read it in my head.
I missed that little fellow. He was very useful to have around.
I would like his goldfish.
Revan says,
Quite the trinket for sure.
"What little fellow are you talking about?" That's a horrible voice. That sounded like I was Irish. Anyway.
What little fellow?
He was a gnome. He joined us for a while.
One of the good ones. Don't like the other one.
I see. I see.
The only good gnome is a dead gnome.
Alright, well, I'm gonna head over to Captain Stronghold. Are we meeting him at the barracks?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
I'm going to the barracks to get ale!
What time is it in the morning right now?
It's drinking time.
8 in the morning? Okay, that's fair. I will follow Yeah, him.
So before you leave,
if that's
before you guys leave and start on your all your different ways, Balana, you look over at the bar, and there's a gentleman passed out, drunk, sitting there. You think he's passed out drunk. He's got his head down, and you notice he's saying something, and you kind of put more attention that way, and you notice that this was the same young man that you ran into briefly when you were running with the cat to try to get to Zaro Court. At the time, he was locked in a pillory. And as you look at him now, his right hand is severed, completely off, and you hear him muttering to himself, "I didn't do it. Why wasn't anyone willing to help me?" And he's just like kind of passing like in and out of consciousness.
Damn. How do you feel about that, Balana? You could have helped the man.
He didn't need his hand anyway. I want to approach him.
Wow.
Okay, you approach him. You approach this guy that looks like he's about to puke on you.
From a distance, I nudge him.
How you?
Excuse me?
And yeah, he says, looks up at you. Drool and maybe bits of food kind of dripping off the side of his mouth.
I've seen you before.
He looks at you blankly.
I overheard you saying you didn't do it. What were you talking about?
Scruggs is so
Say that,
quiet.
he just kinda
And then
like-
gets so loud.
As if he couldn't look any more sad. Not somehow he does. And he looks like the saddest human being you've ever seen. It's just like, doesn't matter. What's done is done. And he just kind of passes out again.
Well, clear this fellow could use a hand.
You're such an ass.
Or maybe more ale.
Yes!
You distinctly recall him having two hands when you last met him, by the way. But whatever.
Boy. I don't know if I ever met this guy. I don't think Slash did.
Nobody met him except for Valana, because nobody went down the road except for Valana.
Do I notice him at all, Eldritch?
No, you don't notice who this person is. That's it.
Okay.
Say perhaps I wanted to help, even if it may be a little too late.
Looking at this guy, there's not much you can do, man. Like, he's already unconscious again, and he's just trying to drink away whatever sadness he has.
Man, if Gearstorm was here, he could make him a new hand. A mechanical hand. Not like his... Oh, he could literally lend him a hand. He's like, alright, go home.
Okay,
Wow.
see ya.
Alright, to Zaro Court, rather. Coffee's kicking a little too strong.
Alright, so you guys all ready to head out from the inn?
Hey there, Rabbit. How you doing? Yes.
I believe so. Where would we like to go first? Are we splitting up? Are we together?
We're going to party.
Stepping out.
I don't like the idea of going to Strongarm's Captain Guard area so early in the morning. The soldiers need their rest to protect the town properly. I will wait to a little later in the day. Maybe
also-
around noon.
You also remember, Eldrick, as you're speaking, that you do want to inquire about whatever this goblin situation is,
Exactly.
and you're pretty sure that
Situation.
these, the militant types here in the city have posts, around the clock, and if you guys want to go try to at least find Lord Zillion Aurelian, probably could maybe
Sir Aurelian.
get some light shed into this. Maybe it's something that would aid you
Pot roast
in
sounds really
your
good.
coming trial.
I actually had intended to find Cerulean and
Yeah,
speak
that's
to him.
who I intended to seek out immediately after I
Villian.
restocked my spell components.
Boop. Where is he? He should be on here, right?
All
I think it
right.
was all.
So what you guys want to do?
Is it him? Nope, that's strong arm.
That's where I'm headed. I'm headed out to the shop area, and then I'm going to try to be quick about that, and then I'm going
That
to try
was
to
the
find
other
him
guy.
immediately afterwards. But the others are, I basically
you're
tell
heading-
them that.
So you're going to
There he
replenish
is.
your
Imperial
spell
Knight
components.
Bartholomew
Hopefully it
Aurelian.
won't take too long. I'm just,
Okay.
going to go recap all.
Is everybody
top
gonna?
off
Is
on what
everybody gonna go with Eldrick, or are you guys gonna wait on him, or what's?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'll wait for him.
I'm still in the group. I have no plans in town other than drinking and partying before moving north to fight and party.
I'm most interested in speaking to Cerulean as well, so I'll just stick with Eldrick for this time being.
Okay, so we'll say that after Eldrick finishes his stuff, you guys all reconvene again, and you start heading to Zaralcourt. You get about halfway there, and let's see here, up ahead in the road, you actually see Sir Aurelian, which is a pretty large man, towering behind what is Gregory Zarl. As you look closer, Gregory Zarl is speaking with a small, older woman. From this distance, you think it is Melissa.
Great. We're
As
fucked.
you approach,
Oh my god.
as you approach, they both stop and stare in your direction. What do you do?
Run away.
Time to pay for the boys. I approach.
All right. You want
I
to wait
follow.
for them to speak first, or do you want to start speaking?
I wait.
Tim.
Run away.
All right.
Melissa's the
So,
mother of the wolf the werewolf that we fought.
As you
Was
get
that a
closer,
murder?
Eldrick, you see there's something in
Slain, not murdered.
Gregory's hands, and you notice it's the same bulletin that you put on the missive board, and he's looking at it with her as you approach, and when you get closer, he looks at you, says, "Eldrick, we were just speaking about
That's
you.
pretty good.
How was your day so far?"
I had a fine breakfast this morning, and I've just restocked my spell components.
Talk to
How
him a
may
second time.
I be of assistance, Lord Gregory?
About this time, Melissa shuffles forward to you, and she's standing at you like 2 feet in front of you, looking up at you. How do you react?
If
She's
this
like
is
getting
what
right in
I
his-
Punch her in the face.
if this is what I think this is about, I think it would be best if we all speak in private regarding this matter, so the true truth
Suddenly,
may
Melissa
illuminate.
jumps forward at you and gives you a hug, sobbing.
Roll
She
for
said-
initiative.
She says, "I'm sorry I reacted the way I did yesterday. I was heartbroken." And about this time,
Oh, that's adorable. I
Gregory,
love
Trying to
corgis.
stay in the back, a little out of sight here.
about this time, Gregory says, "Eldrick, in light of what has occurred, and in light of you taking the lead on notifying," and he holds up the bulletin. He says, "This is yours, correct?"
Yes, Lord Gregory. It has my name and signature there at the bottom. Maybe a bit illegible. I apologize.
I think that those families that were affected by the tragedies to the southwest or the southeast, I think some closure would do them well. I was considering holding a memorial for the ones, nameless or otherwise, that were found at Trinkle Keep. And I would like you to speak as the primary speaker.
I would be honored to speak at the vigil for these brave souls who perished fighting the horrors found in Trinkle Keep. They could not prevail against such overwhelming darkness.
Stunted, so it's very small. Oh my god!
Sacrificed themselves in the effort to do so. Meant to be there or not, they did the only thing they could do in a situation.
Die.
I agree. I think it would be a fitting occasion to honor them.
And he looks at you and he smiles, but he's also very solemn at the same time. Reaches out and he grabs for your hand to shake it. And
I reciprocate.
And he says, Eldrick, you and your party are good people. I plan to have this service around 4 this evening or this afternoon.
I'd
like to
burn it all.
Close down the docks.
Burninate the village. Burninate the people.
In attendance with
the peasants. I don't remember.
But I don't want it to.
Tractor.
So, then he tells you the location. Basically, it's one of the crossroad areas in town, and you know where he's talking about, basically. And he just says 4 p.m.
I will be there.
And yeah, that's that.
I have a question before you depart, Lord Gregory and Sir Rillian, if you have a moment. I overheard the word goblin last time. I apologize for my sudden intrusion, if I am not to know of such an event. But I was wondering if me and my companions could possibly be of any assistance endeavor with these so-called goblins.
Sir Rillian steps up to you and says, of course, you're going to be trying to take out this threat to the north. You need all the information.
Goblin bullying is a thing, isn't it? I don't know.
And he says, we have a goblin. We captured him. Captain Blitzarrow found him spying around at the docks. He's in the jail underneath the barracks for now, till we figure out what to do with him, or if we can get any information from him. But he is obviously part of the band of whatever they may be to the north.
I see. And no attempt to get any useful information has been attempted yet, or has it?
Just like dwarf tossing, exactly what I was thinking, yeah.
I'm sure the men roughed him up some last night, but we just found him yesterday, so we're still trying to devise the best course of action to go about this. Goblins can be very difficult to deal with.
Indeed, from what I've read in Candlekeep, if memory serves, they can be vicious little creatures and quite unwilling to listen to reason at times. If you think we can be in any assistance in the information retrieval process, please let us know. Otherwise, we will attend to other business we have here and attend the ceremony and then seek to...
I have ways of making them talk.
That appears to be so firm in the north to try to remove it, to try to improve the lives of those who...
Just intimidate the dwarf. Not the dwarf, the goblin.
Says, well, if I'll be honest, I was actually looking forward to your band trying to divulge information from this goblin.
Noted. When would you like me to...
Immediately.
Immediately, I see. Well, lead the way, and I will follow. And I basically look back at the others and kind of gauge their reaction to see if they're, wanting to follow me as well. And I look at Resurog, and I'm like, Resurog, I think your skill set will become quite useful here.
Which one, the drinking?
Nope.
The muscles, the intimidation, the crowd.
Oh, that reminds me! I need to get my maul! And I head off to go get my maul.
You guys have already got your weapons, it's fine.
Shit, okay. Well, with my maul, I'll make the little pipsqueak talk.
Can I assist at looking scary as well?
I think your mere presence will make the goblin reconsider his efforts to deny any useful information. For sure,
Excellent. Crashes his fist together.
So, Revan says, and I cannot speak in that accent.
Like
I'm just gonna talk like normal. Revan says that he has some things around town he wants to attend to, and he's sure that you guys can handle what needs to be done.
Okay.
Be careful, Revan.
We will meet up with you later.
There may be other goblins sneaking about. Don't get a shiv in the back.
Or do.
He says, "Oh, don't worry. I watch my back more than I watch my front."
Good luck on your hot date.
All right, yeah.
Eldrick smiles and turns around and has them comment.
All right. So is everybody willing to go to the barracks?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. And as you guys are walking that way, it's just you guys, you four, and Sir Rillian. You get the feeling that Mr. Zarl doesn't, or Lord Zarl doesn't. He's not one for those types of things, interrogation and whatnot. And the whole way there, you guys are kind of making small talk. Basically, Lord Rillian, reemphasizes the state that the town is in, and just how much this, I guess you could call it an occupation, to their north is affecting things, and even goes into some detail regarding the let's see here. Regarding the Sanguine Sea Federation. And as you guys talk back and forth, you basically put together that the Sanguine Sea Federation is like the heartbeat of trade for the entire land of Oro. Because the lands are still so dangerous, it is most often much safer and quicker, depending on the locations, to get things transported by sea. And he speaks about them with revere, like they're serious. There's some serious shit. Let's see here. And Valana, you hear him. Let me pull this up so I don't get it wrong. Where's it at? You hear him mention that the higher members of the organization have the ear of the king. The ear of the king. And let's see here.
This is the Sanguine what?
Sanguine Sea Federation.
Yeah. Where's the fucking? Hold on, just a second.
You said they have the ear of the king? I'm trying to take notes, sorry.
Yes. The ear of the king. Or the king has the ear of the Sanguine Sea Federation. However you want to look at it. But basically, this land would crumble without them.
They are holding each other's ears.
You guys.
Everyone's got everyone else's ear. Everyone goes in and puts their ears in a bowl.
Eldrick is busily writing this down, actually in person in the game as well.
Okay, yeah. Some more information about this. As you guys are, talking back and forth, you also hear him speak about pirates and how even rogue pirates, no matter how brave they think they are hardly ever dumb enough to attack. Who do we lose?
Josh. He baked.
Josh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I was having problems
cool.
there.
Are hardly ever dumb enough to attack an SSF ship flying the SSF flag, because doing so guarantees the wrath of the SSF, which includes the deployment of the fabled Reef Shark. And apparently, the Reef Shark is full of some bad motherfuckers. And if you steal from the SSF,
Sharks.
you probably won't live very long. They'll track your ass down.
Are these like is a band of people, not actual sharks? Because I was totally thinking Austin Powers, like laser beams.
The Reef Shark is a boat,
Oh,
a ship employed by the SSF that handles this ship. The Reef Shark handles any theft that occurs from the SSF.
It's
Just to be clear.
notoriously badass.
just to be clear,
So,
there are no
this
sharks
crew
on the
is
boat.
Like the fixers, basically.
Yeah, he doesn't speak much
That's
about
a-
it, but
Reef sharks
you get the idea
with
that
laser
they're
beams.
mercenaries and most likely stone cold killers.
And the ship is indeed crewed by land sharks.
Land sharks. Hell yeah.
One last bit of information. Valana, this particularly piques your ears.
Pickly picture ears. Pickly particular ears.
What are you trying to say about my ears?
There are three.
Ears.
There are three individuals that are in the higher part of this organization, and surprisingly, you hear a name, and you're like, "Shit!" And the name is Captain Vince Abreu.
Shit.
So
God damn it!
So, apparently, Captain Abreu holds a lot more power and pull in this part of the world than any of you could have ever imagined. His rank and
Sit down,
station
took my cat.
is
What's going on,
actually
Hatter? How you doing, bud?
very, very revered.
Didn't cheer for me. That's funny.
Any questions?
Yeah, why did Vivano react that way?
Well, Valana's the one that was like bitching about her treatment. Remember, she put up the little bulletin on the visit board, like, "We were mistreated so badly."
No. Oh, is that the captain's name?
But she didn't put her name or anything, right?
Oh, right. Okay.
Oh my god.
Dude, it's been so long since Captain Abreu and Rimshot. I completely forgot what his name was. Got it.
Yep. Yeah, it has been a long time. Like, you guys have taken a long time to get to where you're at.
Slow and steady.
Yeah. Jeremy, did you get most of that?
I got every bit of it.
All right. You guys need to, like, send Jeremy some PayPal money or something. Like, he's taking a shit ton of notes.
You're good.
For being such an old man, he has really fast fingers.
Ladies.
All right.
No, jeez.
So, yeah, you guys are starting to approach the barracks now,
Only dreams now. You know what?
and
They tired for some reason. I hear
lead you in. You guys go down to the basement level, and you see a series of barred areas, and the one in the corner, pretty small, probably like 8 by 8, something like that, 10 by 10 maybe. There's a goblin sitting in the back corner. Let me see here. I have a handout, kind of
Nice. Handouts. I love handouts.
what he looks like. And this is just a general
Your noodles are ready to drain? Hell yeah.
image.
Noodles and pot
of
roast.
What goblins look like for you guys, just so you know. So obviously he's not armed, but
Shit.
Someone
They
get
look
that
nasty.
dagger away from him. He can have the meat though.
Nasty little fuckers.
yeah. So, okay.
Sweet belt, dude.
And you guys walk up. He's sitting in the corner, and he looks like he's been roughed up pretty badly. But other than that, it's a goblin. And Cerulean kind of just sits at the station at the base of the stairs and kind of waits. He just says, "Have at it."
I would
And he,
like
and
to.
he tosses you a key if you need it. He doesn't seem worried that this goblin would escape, because there's only one way out, and he's at the base of the stairs.
Oh.
Okay.
And you guys all
Yep.
get a vibe of power from Cerulean. Like,
I'm
he
gonna-
is not to be trifled with.
He's a badass. Okay.
I'm gonna stay back and kind of hang with really.
I'd like to have a short little 3-person council meeting together about how we're going to approach this with Rezar and Slash, since Valana is like stepping out of this scenario. I guess at least for
Okay. Sure.
away as far as away as possible as the goblin, and as I possibly can be. I'm gonna speak.
Yeah,
in
you can be far away enough that you won't be within earshot of the goblin. That's fine.
This goblin looks like he's been mistreated quite a bit. I think that if I go there first and offer him some nourishment and try to be pleasant.
The old good wizard, bad barbarian.
Exactly, Valana. That is exactly what I have. But should that fail, I'll be sure to remind him of my 2 very imposing friends that are good at killing.
Let him know I will rip him limb from limb,
In
bone
fact,
by
I
bone.
would like both of you to stand near me. Very good, Slash. That's precisely what I need.
Squares his shoulder.
So basically, like, we all 3 start walking side by side towards him like 3 badasses, and I'm like using prestidigitation across my eyes to make my eyes appear like they're like flamed, like some Scorpion Mortal Kombat shit. What?
I don't know if you can do that, but for now, sure.
So
You can make a little flame.
So basically, cue up like 3 badasses walking towards you, music, So yeah, and we approach, and I kind of like kneel down towards him, and I take a piece of ration or food or bread that I kept over from the inn, and probably a piece of my sausage or meat, and I kind of slip it underneath the thing, and I was like, "You look hungry. I can be nice to you if you'll let me. These two, not so much."
He looks at you, and he says,
Hungry, yes. But I will eat soon enough.
Oh, really?
and he starts to smile. And he starts to smile. Would you ask him? I'm sorry.
And how exactly do you suppose you'll do that?
Moraush will come for me.
I'm sure he will, but we'll be waiting for him.
And he looks at you and he just starts chuckling. He's like,
I conjure up
there's like a crazed look in his eye.
I am not scared of your master.
And,
the best thing for you to do is to be malleable and to divulge the information that I ask. It is your only hope for survival.
Intimidation.
It's about this time, Slash. You hear like robot hands are pounding.
With intimidation with advantage.
Like, do you need my services yet, Eldrick? Slightly unsheathed.
Oh shit!
Not
Very nice.
Good Slash, just not
The 17?
not just yet.
Fuck
Hold
yeah.
a moment. Let's see if he will reconsider.
He looks at you and he looks a bit frightened by the flames. It looks like he's probably been mistreated many times with fire. Probably has some deep-seated issues with that. What exactly are you trying to divulge from him, just so I understand?
I want to know exactly who this, what did he say, Morag?
Morosh.
Rosh.
M-O-R-O-S-H.
I want to know who exactly this Morosh is and why you think he will come for you. I want to know where you came from and what your organization, outfit, band, tribe, whatever you would call it.
Slow down, slow down. You, talk. All you need to know is Moraush is the son of Zagrosh. Zagrosh will kill the king soon enough.
The voice is really good.
This port will fall. You have no idea the power Moraush has. The king can't even quell Zagrosh's growing armies.
Might I suggest you burn him?
I grow tired of his talking. I'm gonna walk up and kick him.
And before that, the last thing he says at this moment is,
Moraush is feared because he has a secret. I do not fear Moraush, though. He will never fall.
What secret is that this Morash has that is so imposing that you boast about? How confident are you that we have not already vanquished such a
Deafened you?
threat and dealt with it many times before?
he looks at all of you and he just like I don't know. Apparently this goblin knows something that you guys don't. And he says,
Well, If I knew the secret, it wouldn't be a secret, would it?
Fair enough. Is there anything else of import you can tell us to ensure that you'll be treated well until Morosh arrives to rescue you?
It doesn't matter how I'm treated. My family and their families' families and their sons and their daughters will rule this land.
And you have no regard for your well-being and safety.
As much as the next goblin, but what is out of my hands is out of my hands.
I'm glad to hear that, and I kick him.
Very well. What is out of my hands is now out of my hands. I nod to Rezar and to Slash.
So what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna kick him!
Okay.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
You kick him and you punch him and you hear bones shatter and he's kind of laying in a little pile.
You have brought Morosh shame for being locked up. He just keeps kicking him and punching him.
And as you're kicking and punching him, he's like, before he loses consciousness, he's like,
You better cover your throat when you sleep tonight.
and then he loses unconsciousness from your blows.
He loses consciousness.
Yeah,
He
just
becomes
beat the
unconscious.
shit out of him.
I run over to Lord Rillian and I asked him if he heard what the goblin divulged.
He says, yes. Heard it all. He wasn't trying to be quiet.
If that is the case, I fear an attack very soon. If his words are true, we should be about shoring up the town's defenses. If at all possible, more so than they already are.
He says, we assumed as much. We have been on as high alert as we possibly can be. But the men are getting more and more tired. With less and less rations to pass around, their strength is slowly fading. I don't know how much longer we can be a powerful enough threat to hold off this force. And he kind of rambles on a little bit about Zagrosh. And apparently, Zagrosh
Sing my song!
is
Sorry.
like primary orc chieftain of all of Oro, and he has set up occupation very close to the capital city, Valos, just to the north, and in a very hilly area called the Hills of Zagrosh.
If this is the case, we should strike first.
Basically, you can gather that if this orc is actually the son of Zagrosh, this is some serious shit. Because, I mean, obviously Lord or Sir Aurelian doesn't know how many sons Zagrosh has, or at least he doesn't divulge information. But the son of the orc chieftain of all the land must be pretty damn powerful, and he must have been sent down here for a reason.
So, we're led to believe he's attacking the port by sea or land?
You're not led to believe anything. You know what you know at this point.
It's just that he plans to attack the port, and that basically he's saying that we're all going to be sorry for capturing him. And
The goblin was spying, from what you've been told, on the shipyard.
We should hang his corpse.
And if we don't go deal with the threat to the north, I guess apparently they have an outpost there. Then basically all the town is going to starve to death. Is that correct?
I mean,
That's what we were told. A
lot of trade that comes in is rations, and a all different types from all different places, and there's less and less sea trade here because there's nothing to go out. You know, they can't bring in stuff to leave from this port, and they can't get stuff, you know, saturated and disseminated throughout the rest of the country from this port because of the blockade up to the north. So
we should definitely hang his corpse.
I mean, people are eating, but like pretty much the primary means of food is coming from the Bannister farm, and there's a lot of people in this town.
For one farm,
right, so it won't hold out much longer, is what I'm gathering. So basically, we wait here for an attack that we don't know when or if or how it may come about, or we head forth and try to deal with this blockade. And,
I mean,
basically the only two options that Eldrick see.
Basically, yeah. I mean, basically, the way that the situation is unfolded to you as Eldrick, like your character, is that the strongest you will be is right now. Every second that passes, the town gets weaker and weaker, weaker.
Well, with that, I head to the barracks where Strong Arms located. I say my farewells to Lord Rillian, and I basically say, well, our quest is now set in stone. I wish to speak with Captain Strongarm before I leave, and before tonight's ceremony, but after that, I think we should leave as early as possible on the morrow.
Cerulean, may we inquire with Captain Swift Arrow, perhaps to...
Blitz Arrow.
Apologies. To see about perhaps getting their aid. While Captain Strongarm was helpful to us, his skill set is...
Also, thanks so much for this Rabbit.
Amongst our group.
I got a little caught up when they were talking.
Perhaps Captain Blitz Arrow could fill a gap or two in our...
You can certainly speak to him. He already knows of the situation, and that you may be asking for help. I've told him to grant whatever wish you desire from him.
Oh, it's two, that's why I didn't write anything? Gotcha. Appreciate it. Let's go talk to him. To the barracks.
And he says that Captain Blitz Arrow is always at the shipyard, by the way.
Never mind.
Awesome.
Well, I believe Rezar will let Villana go to the shipyard. I believe there's a party.
We're heading that way later anyway, so we'll just do the barracks thing for now, and then...
Okay.
If that's the plan, at least.
Yep.
We can handle
if people are up and ready at this time to be partying, sure.
I just don't want Captain Strongarm to feel like, you know, we don't value his company, his his thankfulness. You know, it kind of be like a hit to our rep, at least in Eldrick's eyes. He wants to make an appearance, at least for a few minutes, if nothing else.
Definitely.
So, will we be departing tonight then?
I believe the plan is early in the morning, was what Eldrick said.
Well, yeah, we can talk about that when we get there.
Why don't you guys all collectively? Let me see here. Second, your skills. Collectively, everyone roll survival check.
Well, I do those well.
Oh shit. Alec Badman. Thank you so much for the host, bud. I hope your stream was fun. Oh, I didn't actually roll. Awkward. Did I roll?
Okay.
Oh, I did. 18.
Second. Do some quick
Nice,
calculations.
Josh.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So I use my calculator on the computer.
Playing Fortnite, it was pretty chill. Hell yeah. We are playing, well, you can see, D&D. Super high action stuff.
What were you about to ask? Somebody's about to ask me something. Ask me now, I'm doing this.